Are you looking for a tax residency that allows you to travel even more? Then Cyprus's 60 days tax residence for nomads is something that you may be looking for. Hi, my name is Rasudan. I have been working with Nomad Capitalist for 3 years, and here at Nomad Capitalist, we help high net worth individuals legally reduce their taxes, get second citizenships, and go where they are treated best. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about a very interesting tax residency program that Cyprus is offering to nomads and expats and international investors. And the big thing about this program is that it has only 60-day requirement. And if you guys are watching our YouTube videos frequently, you know that in most countries, it's more than often you need to stay in that country for 183 days to be considered a tax resident there. So it is very attractive for people who would want to have an option to maybe spend more time in other countries. So in this video, I'm going to tell you who qualifies for that and what are the benefits and drawbacks of this tax residency. Cyprus is a very interesting location for lifestyle benefits and also tax-wise because it provides one of the lowest tax rates in Europe, and you have access to European Union and can enjoy the really warm weather and the lifestyle that it provides. In addition to that, they have this 60-day tax residence program. They allow you to become a tax resident by only spending 60 days in a tax year in Cyprus. This is a very interesting and very attractive requirement because it's usually 183 days that you have to spend in most countries. So by spending 60 days, you will become a tax resident in Cyprus and you can enjoy favorable tax rates that Cyprus offers. So let's delve into the details of who is eligible and what are the requirements that you have to follow to become a tax resident in 60 days in Cyprus. The first thing is you have to spend 60 days in a tax year in the country, and those days can be not consecutive, so you can just come and go, but in total you have to spend 60 days there. You have to make sure that you have proof of that, so like flight tickets, etc. You have to document that, so in case tax authorities or otherwise ask, you can provide the proof of that. Next requirement is that you have to make sure that you do not have other tax residencies in other countries. So basically you have to make sure that you spend less time in other countries, like less time than those countries' tax requirement is, so you don't have any other tax residency, and with that you can apply for 60-day tax residency in Cyprus. You also have to maintain certain ties to Cyprus. For these purposes, you can buy a property, you can rent out a property and or own a business there, and it will be considered ties to Cyprus, and you will be able to meet this requirement. And another requirement is for you to have Cyprus-sourced income. So it can be employment income, it can be owning a company or owning a business in Cyprus and operating the business from there. So if you meet this criteria, you can apply for tax residency in 60 days in Cyprus. The actual steps of applying for this tax residency are straightforward, but I would still advise for you to get a tax advisor to guide you through the steps and maybe help you coordinate everything with the authorities. It's always better to have somebody who has local knowledge to guide you through the formalities of that rather than going at it on your own in most cases. Once you have a tax advisor and you are covered on what to do, the first thing you do is spend your 60 days in the country, then you register as a resident and then file the annual tax forms so that you can become a tax resident in Cyprus. And with this, you are allowed to have a tax residency and thus enjoy lower tax rates in Cyprus. And I'm going to talk about a couple of scenarios where this will be applicable to you, so stay tuned. This is something that a number of groups of people can enjoy. So if you are, let's say, a digital nomad, you can operate your business from any place. I think that it is a good option to have tax residency in Cyprus, where you can just operate from Cyprus and have the tax residency in only 60 days, as this is easier to get compared to spending 163 days in one country. Also, if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you want to have the lifestyle that Cyprus provides, good to be covered on the tax side of this. And if you're a high net worth individual, you can just diversify your international portfolio, maybe invest in some property in Cyprus. Because Cyprus also has no inheritance tax, you have an advantage in your estate planning, and you are also able to enjoy the 60-day tax residence in Cyprus. And generally, one of the benefits that Cyprus provides is that they have a list of countries with double taxation treaties, so you can benefit from that and make sure that your tax bill remains low. So if you're a software developer and you can work remotely, you can rent something in Cyprus and prove that you have enough ties. You can work from Cyprus, spend 60 days there, and also enjoy the favorable tax rates that Cyprus offers. They do have a progressive tax rate, and the first 19,500 euros are tax-free. So I think that it is a very good option if this is something that you are looking for. Another example, or a good example of benefiting from this 60-day tax residency is if you're a business owner and you're an online business owner, you can work and own the company in Cyprus and spend 60 days there, and then you can enjoy the relatively low 12.5% in corporate income tax rate that Cyprus offers. I think that it is, compared to some other countries, maybe really not so expensive and favorable for your business. If you're an investor and you want to diversify your portfolio, you can purchase a property in Cyprus and spend 60 days there. By having the property, you have proof that of enough sufficient ties. You spend 60 days there, you become a tax resident, and as Cyprus has no inheritance tax, I think that it provides a very good opportunity for favorable estate planning and also diversifying your portfolio. This program provides an opportunity for you to be able to spend more time in other countries, and at the same time it also has a minimum requirement. So basically, if you're spending 60 days in Cyprus to be eligible for this tax residency, you have another 10 months in a year to spend in other countries, and to make sure that it's more than one country, because at the very least you have to make sure you do not become a tax resident and in another country by spending 183 days. Please note that some countries have different criteria and requirements for tax residency, but mostly I would say the good rule of thumb is to make sure that you spend less than 183 days in a given country. Please just make sure to check the specific requirements for each country that you plan to travel, so you do not become suddenly a tax resident in another country, because this is something that will be reason enough for you to lose the tax residency in Cyprus. This is a nice opportunity for people who are looking for a way to follow the trifecta method and have spend their time between 3 locations. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.